It took me 7 years, but I finally have them. For those of you guys wondering, I know it's a big question on everybody's mind. Oh my God, what is Chris's favorite Yeezy? This is it. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Yes, it took a very long time, but we have finally a review on the Adidas Yeezy 350.
What was the Butters?
350 V2s.
Oh, okay.
This is the original one. I did originally have a pair of these, but I had the Pirate Blacks. It was the re-release of that shoe. I was hoping that this was going to be one of the shoes that was re-released back when the 350 or the original 350 was re-released, but they decided to re-release these as a cleat for football players, not as a shoe for people. So I thought that was weird. So the only one that I was able to actually grab back in the day was the Pirate Blacks, but this was the one that I always had my eyes set on, and finally I got a pair. And I'm kind of surprised because when I have them in hand now, I don't know what it is, but they're not as cool as they used to be. So again, for those of you guys that don't know, this is the 350, the original 350 from the Yeezy brand. It's part of Adidas, but back then it was just the Adidas Yeezy 350 Turtle Dove colorway. It has full length boost in there, which is awesome. It's all in there, just like the original pairs. The cup sole is really interesting because, well, it's ribbed. And then on top of that, there's additional rubber pads, which you have one here at the heel and then one there at the forefoot, just for some extra durability. This is one of the shoes that I remember really things up in the sneaker world. Not in terms of like resale, even though that was a big part of it, but this was one of those like first like hype shoes, you know what I mean? Like it was this one and the one that looks like an UGG. I can't even remember what those are called. But anyways, like I was saying, it's got boost in there. It's got the cup sole. It is super comfortable still. So for anybody wondering, yes, I like these. I like these a lot. They feel just like how I remember my Pirate Blacks being. Are the V2s a little more comfortable? I will say yes. The rubber cup sole that they use on those is less of a cup sole and it's more of like it has like more of like a rubber piece with side panels, you know what I mean? That kind of cages it, almost like the Crazy Explosive from Adidas. And those are just a lot more bouncy, a lot more spongy. This one is more of a contained boost because this cup sole is a little more firm than the softer rubber that they use on the other ones. The full upper though is prime knit everything, so I like that. The look of it doesn't look like the original though, like this knot piece that goes up the toe, it just seems real flat. I remember them being like heavy, like sticking off the shoe. People used to buy the gray Roshis because this is like a knockoff of the Roshi run. Kanye was trying to really stick it to Nike, you know what I mean? And people used to buy the Roshi run and then like sew the thing up there like to make it look like this, and then they would draw on the lines. It was hella weird. Like it was such a weird time for sneakers. This was one of the shoes that was heavily bootlegged. There was multiple batches where the UA ones do look one for one, and this is one of the first shoes that really pioneered that whole thing. Like there was so many fakes of these, it was insane. And it's because the resale prices jumped to like 1,000 plus.
What?
Which is also insane, especially considering that this is a sock shoe. Like there's nothing, like I was always like, man, what the hell? But one of the best things about shoes being retroed or brought back is that the prices go down. It's kind of like action figures.
Nerd alert! What?
But anyways, the insole is awful. They always have been. So yeah, this is what it is. Adidas by far, like they don't win in almost anything, but I will say that Adidas definitely wins the worst insole. Like if there was a competition, Adidas got that on lock. Now, in addition to the prime knit upper, there is a small patch of suede right there on the internal medial side of the shoe. Both patches are slightly different. The left shoe features the old school Adidas Trefoil logo, whereas the right shoe features the YZY for the Yeezy branding.
Excellent.
They still have the pull tab. This thing, man, I remember so much about the fake ones. Like I remember more about the fakes than I do about the real, because I remember people being like, no, you gotta count the dots in the, like I was like, bro, this is insane. Like who's gonna be able to do that? You know what I mean? Like it was just weird to me. The whole shoe just reminds me of like kind of the beginning of where we are now. So if you wanna blame anything, blame these guys. Although you could blame YouTubers and social media, like Twitter, Instagram, bots, J23 app, direct add to cart links. It all has something to do with it. Now, as far as the sizing is concerned, that is where these are very different from the originals. The originals, I don't remember them even coming in half sizes. I don't actually know if these do. I think they do, but I'm not positive. I don't wear half size, so I didn't pay that close attention. But I did order my true size, and these actually fit perfectly. The last ones, I had to go down to a full, like, whole size down, like a size 8. And it was really weird because I don't wear a size 8 in anything. And so I thought that was very strange. These ones, though, I went true to size. They do fit me fine. I can see some people wanting to go up half size because my toes are right at the edge. But personally, when it comes to these sock-like shoes, like, that's how I want them to feel and look like socks. They look so weird. I still don't like this, okay? But this is like the main thing that bothers me with these sock style shoes. You can see people's feet in them things, and it's weird.
He doesn't like dead space.
No. Even when they're like perfectly one-to-one, you can still see the foot. It looks so strange where it's a sock and a shoe together. It's just weird. I don't mind like when you wear like socks and slides. To me, that's normal, like, especially playing basketball. Like, that's totally normal. But seeing your feet through shoes, I just think it's so strange to me. Like, I think that's why I don't like half of your shoes because they're all really weird, and I just think it's strange. I didn't grow up like that, so it is what it is. But like I was saying, I went true to size. I think that they fit fine. I've heard that some people say that these guys fit a lot bigger than the originals, which is true if I'm going true to size versus the old ones. So there's that. Could be because there's a little bit extra padding in the rear, which was there in the original. It just wasn't as thick as what it is now. But 7 years removed from the original. Do you even remember this?
I do.
And I don't even know what because I never could get a pair outside of those Pirate Blacks. I remember that was like my first big, really expensive purchase. So I don't know what you think about the shoe, but I still do like them. I just don't think that they have aged as well as other stuff.
I guess it makes sense that they've brought them back because everybody's bringing stuff back. I just didn't realize that these needed to be brought back yet. Like, it seems too soon for nostalgia reasons. I don't know.
Really? Because like the V2 version of this, at least in our area, I see even old people wearing these.
No, I know. I see tons of people wearing them. Are they real or are they fake? I don't know. But I just kind of like, you felt like you needed to pull these from the Disney vault already. Like, you could have just given some more time.
I like that they dropped these. I just wish that they did it like what they do with the V2s, where like we've seen the zebra version of that shoe, man, I want to say at least 3 or 4 times. These never. That's where I'm kind of like, hey, people still like this. So I think that it's cool that they finally dropped them. So I think it's interesting that you think that they shouldn't have.
Just because I don't feel like they actually left yet. There's been no
So when you see this,
longing or whatever.
when you see this and the V2, it's the same shoe to you?
It's the same shoe. It's just a different upper color.
Well, that sucks. Because they are totally different. Well, with all that being said, let us know what you think about the return of the 350 Turtle Dove. Do you also feel that they came back too soon? I feel like you wish that they never came back.
I just don't feel like they left. They've been here. They've been here. I can go to Walmart right now and I'll find some old couple wearing them.
No.
I promise
because
you.
It's the V2. It's not this shoe. It's the V2, okay? The shoe's never been brought back in this colorway.
Okay.
Except for the cleat, and those don't count. That was some bull. But anyways, let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Are you like me where it's like, finally, I can get a pair without shelling out a damn, like, it's pretty much a mortgage payment or like a rent payment for a shoe. Yeah. Or are you like her and you're like, no, I feel like I see these every day even though it's not the same shoe.
Feels like it.
It's not. But sound off below, let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. We'll catch you on the next one. And until then, have a good one.
My fingers got caught.
You got caught in the loop?
I was like, these don't have that weird Swiss cheese on the inside?
No, thank goodness. That hurts my toes. I swear that my toenail that's bumped down, it's from that shoe. It like forced it to grow a different way. It's so nasty.
And he makes fun of my feet.
Well, because her feet are gross.
No!
They are.